Hello, once again, folks. Although it's Autism Month, it's also want to state that it's National Fair Housing Month as well. And I think it was important that we actually do a presentation on this item. I wanted to highlight to recognize the housing rights and housing fairness and the fact that there are protections from discrimination. And this goes back obviously many years to the civil rights movement, and which we should appreciate. April's Fair Housing Month because it was the month that the Fair Housing Act was passed in 1968, nearly 60 years ago, to prohibit discrimination in housing. And I understand that we have some guests here. Is Rose Mays, as well as the staff. Are they here? Okay, well, we have staff here, right? This is the leadership team from Housing and Workforce Solutions. And I thought that maybe Rose would be here. Okay. The County of Riverside values its longstanding relationship with the Fair Housing Council of Riverside County to combat housing discrimination. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn this over to Heidi and ask my colleagues as well to come up for a photo when this is said and done.
Thank you, Supervisor and members of the board. We so appreciate the opportunity to come and highlight this month. We also want to take a moment to appreciate the work that the Fair Housing Council is doing on behalf of Riverside County. Rose Mays had planned on being here today, but she and her team are also hosting a Southern California Fair Housing Conference just down the street at the convention center, so she is a bit delayed. I know the supervisor wanted to make sure that we took a moment to thank the team for all of the work that we are doing surrounding housing in the county of Riverside, and for that we have prepared a short video.
A door that locks against the night, a window bright with morning light, no longer drifting, worn or frayed, but rooted deep, a home well made. It is the silence, calm and deep, a quiet anchored place to sleep, to hang a photo, paint a door, and feel secure, and so much more. No more worries, no more fear. At last, a place that keeps me near. Roots that anchor, strong and fast. A gentle refuge meant to last. For home is more than a roof and wall. It is a place we rise up tall. To breathe, to rest, to laugh, be known. And here in Riverside County, we call it home. Riverside County celebrates National Fair Housing Month.
I'm going to ask my colleagues if they'd like to say a few words, and we'll start here with Mr. Gutierrez. No? Okay. Chuck.
Of course. You guys are doing incredible work, and I appreciate that. A little bit of my own history. From the year 2000 to 2003, I served as the president of Habitat for Humanity, Inland Valley, and we built the first two homes in Temecula. Now, since then, they've built a number of homes, and they're much better run than when I was running it. And actually, I wasn't running it, just a board member. But right around the corner from where we built those two homes, last week I was at a ribbon cutting for affordable housing project that the county partnered on. It was the second ribbon cutting in 2 weeks. I'd previously been at one in Murrieta, and then one in Temecula. And I think later this week I'm going to Wildemar for a third. In my 4 cities, we're doing an incredible job partnering with cities and helping people acquire housing that is affordable so that they can continue working and raising a family. And we're a part of that. And sometimes it isn't seen, the work that counties do, but it's important work. It happens often in the backdrop behind the day-to-day stuff that happens in cities. Folks know they have a mayor in a city and they have parades, but in the meantime, well, we don't do parades. Well, Manny does. And he likes them.
Slowing down.
Yeah, he's slowing down. But we do the things that I think add to the quality of life in our communities, and I couldn't be more proud of the housing effort that all of you have made. So thank you.
Thank you. I just want to congratulate Riverside County's housing team for the great work that they do every day, day in and day out. Before coming to the board meeting this morning, I had the chance to give the welcome to the Riverside Fair Housing out there with Rose Mays, and they had quite a turnout, as they do every year. And as a former teacher, I know firsthand the difference that housing makes in families. Seeing one of my own students having to live in a shelter and then go into housing, what a difference that makes in families' lives. And in the 10 years that I served in the legislature, I think my proudest moment was to hand over the keys to a family who received a house from Habitat for Humanity. So again, congratulations to Riverside County's housing team for their great work.
I think the thing that I'm most proud of is with this team is it's not any one district. You work in all of our districts to make sure that it's spread across the county, that people don't have to disrupt their lives when they have a place to finally live. They have a community already built in. So thank you for the efforts that you've all done, looking for every piece of funding that we can get to accumulate to make these things happen. And your partnership with Rose Mays and her team just makes this a true county-wide venture that we all are part of. So thank you for your leadership, all of you.
About staff, Heidi is saying some, come on, Greg. Good? Okay, folks, let's take a photo then. Thank you.